Hello, Libra. Welcome to your June reading. We're going to start out with an oracle card to see what kind of energy you're working with here in the month of June for Libra. Okay, cards are trying to run away. You have the Brawler. The keywords: lack of empathy and confrontation. So, you're going to be ready to fight. There may be a lot of confrontation, a lot of people challenging you this month. You need to stand up for yourself here. You need to make your needs known or your desires known. Um, don't shrink yourself down. This is not the time for that. You need to stand tall and be honest about what it is that you want, that you need out of whatever the situation is for you. If you just let things slide again, that might be where you're stuck for the next several months. So if you feel like something is missing, if you feel like something needs to change, you need to state it. You need to fight for it. You need to push for that change. I mean, imagine you're fighting for your younger self. Be the person that you wish had been there to support you, to fight for you when you were younger. Stand up for that part of yourself. Stand up for yourself. Again, you're going to have to make some solid decisions here. So you're going to need to be decisive. And you're going to need to stick to that. So know what you want. Be clear about what you want, about what would make you happy here. And then get ready to fight for it. Because you're worth it. You deserve it. Don't let your sense of fairness, air quotes here, fairness, get in the way of living a happier life, of changing your circumstances to something better. Because life is not always fair. It teaches the lessons each individual person needs. Sometimes you need to be the person providing the lesson for someone else. And that might be the case here. You may also need to be the example for someone else on how to stand up for what you need, for what you want, for what you desire. So go for it, Libra. Get it. All right, let's see what tarot messages we have for you. Let's hope my voice hangs in there, huh? Two of Wands, Three of Pentacles, Page of Swords, the Strength card, and the World. So what immediately came to my mind kind of when these started coming out is this may be related to something at work. Roles, responsibilities, a project you want to work on, or one that you don't think is worthwhile and needs to be dropped. A promotion or a raise or something like that, or something where you're working with other people and you want to be very clear about who's responsible for what you will and won't do, what you will and won't accept, kind of that stuff. This could also be in a relationship. But you need to make sure that you stand up for you. I mean, this could even be a school project, but it's something where you need to stand up for yourself in this group so that you don't end up doing all the work or doing the grunt work or doing stuff, the leftover stuff, because nobody else wants to do it. Just because nobody else wants to do it and you can doesn't mean you need to or have to. So be vocal about what it is you want to contribute to whatever this is. Okay, let's get into the individual cards now. We're starting out here with the Two of Wands. This is where you need to make a choice. This is where you need to decide what is it that you really want to do as part of this. What is your contribution going to be? Wands are a fire element, so this is all about passion, desire. It's bold, vivacious, it's active. you need to make sure, again, this is a lot about verbalizing what it is you want and making a decision and sticking to it. So there may be a couple different options for you. Which one do you really want? Go for it. This is not the time to shrink down, to second guess. Make some bold decisions here. You're worth it. Get the bag you want, the one that you're really drawn to. It's time. It's time to take a step forward and put yourself out there. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles are an earth element. This is very much about work or home or finances. The Three of Pentacles in particular, so it's about community. It's a group of people working together to create something. Each person within this group is very good at what they do, but they each do something different. This is where you're defining the roles. Who is responsible for what? What is each person going to be contributing to this? Make sure you're getting all of that clearly defined and that you're not the one stuck, again, doing all the things that nobody else wants to do because you can't say no or don't want to say no. Stick up for yourself. Fight for it. Do you want to be working on the construction? Do you want to be getting your hands dirty? Do you want to be the one in charge who has the big plan? Or do you want be the one who's doing the technical specs and getting all that together? Or taking care of the finances? It's not literally each of those things, but you get the idea. What role do you want to take on here? Make sure it's clearly defined and everybody understands what their responsibilities are and how you guys are going to communicate about those as you're moving throughout the project or the event or whatever this is for you. And then we have the Page of Swords. Now, this is where you may be taking, and I do feel like this is you, some aspects of this may be new to you, which is good because that might be why you want to get in on this, because it is a learning experience, a skill building thing. Ask questions. Look on YouTube, Google it, figure it out. Ask people for advice. Seek that out. Take copious notes. Read a lot. The Page Swords are an air element, and this is all about knowledge, communication, learning. And the page itself is new, it's fresh, it's excited, it's eager to learn. So this is where that toddler with the why questions. Well, why? So why though? And then why would that? And then why? Why this color blue in this room on that wall for this person? Get all the who, what, when, where, whys out there and how. But learn, dive in. You may learn something that no one else knows either on this project that can help bring light or make things easier. But be curious, ultimately. Be curious. This is going to be part of what you do to help fight for what you want. I'm now drawn to the lack of empathy on here. So, excuse me. This is why you need to stand up for yourself. You may have all the empathy in the world, but that does not mean that everybody around you has that. They are not going to understand. They're not going to be able to intuit what you want. That's why you need to speak it. You need to put it out there, and you need to make sure it's very clear and understood. You can't expect others to infer from your words, well, from talking about how you feel about something, that's what you want to do. You need to be blunt. It needs to be very clearly communicated. Okay, coming back now. And then we have the Strength. You actually have two major arcana cards here. which indicate a shift in you, in how you act, believe, how you work, at least in one area of your life. So let's get into these. We're starting out with the Strength card. This is all about your inner strength, your inner fortitude. Something that you need here to stand up for yourself, to be sure of yourself, to be confident in yourself. There's also an aspect of compassion to this card. Compassion toward yourself. The Strength card does not want you to shrink away from things. The Strength card wants you to step up, to put yourself out there and trust that you have what it takes to make these changes happen. The intent here is for you to believe in yourself. And if you make a mistake along the way, be compassionate to yourself and just try again. Do the next thing. Do not give up. Fortitude. And then we have the World card. This is the completion of a journey. This is the end of the journey. This is where you've taken everything you've learned and you're moving on to the next thing. You're taking the skills, the knowledge, the tools, everything you've learned up to this point, and taking it to all of that information with you to the next job, to the next project, to the next school, to the next relationship, whatever it is for you. It's like a fresh start, except you already have some knowledge and you already have skills and tools. So it's not fully fresh, but it's new to you. And you're usually looking forward to it. It's an exciting time. You're ready, is what this is saying. You're graduating and moving on to the start of a new journey, something fresh. I mean, this could even be all about gaining some skills, putting together a resume, and applying for a job in a whole new field, and then going off and enjoying it and doing it. On the back of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. Use the skills and the connections that you've gained over time in the past. Reach out to them, leverage them to help you come up with your message, to help solidify it, to get feedback, to help learn what it is you need to help get through this, to help stand up for yourself. It could be that you just need some validation and you're calling on the people that in the past have always had your back, have been there for you. This is also about remember why you want to make this change. There's an aspect of reminiscing and thinking back maybe on how you would have reacted in the past, but knowing that that's the past and this is who you are now. You do not have to keep doing or repeating the same patterns from the past in the present. And it's time to make that change, Libra. And that is what I have for you for June. Please hit that like button and please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.